Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I fired up the experimental version here and dived into a creative session because I want to start building with these new block shapes and stuff. So a nice, quick, easy sort of video for you today. All we're going to be doing is we're going to be redesigning and rebuilding the Spark starter hover vessel. Now you might be familiar with Sparky, featured in my last 2 Let's Plays, I think. She's a tiny little starter HV, and that's it really, but she's highly functional. She's got storage capacity, constructor, fridge, and the latest model had guns. So yeah, we're going to be redesigning this thing, but with all the new block shapes, and we're going to try and use as many as we can, because we've got like corners like this, whereas before we weren't able to do anything with them. Maybe this time we can. I'm going to try and not look at Sparky back there though. I'm going to try and build her kind of blind, as it were. I've got a mix of steel and carbon substrate blocks. The first thing to do is remove all those extraneous blocks and then put the biggest block down that we need, which is the cockpit. I'm going to stick with the same cockpit. I'm going to stick that right in front of the core there. I might move the core later. But the next biggest things you need to add in, probably the fuel tanks. I'm going to have 2 of those. I'm going to have 1 generator. I don't think we need any more than 1 generator. We do need RCS. Oh yeah, no, I've already got RCS. Well, now I've got even more. So I always try and fill Sparky up with all the components first and then build the hull around her. The problem with Sparky is that she's very back heavy. All the cargo capacity, the generators, fuel tanks, everything is on the back, and there isn't much front to her. Like over here, all she's got in front of that cockpit is 1.5 layers of steel armor. It's absolutely nothing. So the problem we had with Sparky is that she would often just lean back. What I resorted to doing at the front here is putting a mass block in, and these 2, if I can see them, that is a very far back kind of hover engine right back to the fridge here to try and counter the leaning. So I'm going to try and stick with the same sort of principles, but we have a lot more stuff that I'm going to try and fit in this time. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm hoping the new blocks can really help out. So let's add in the hover engine. Maybe I need to space that one out a little bit more. So let's add a Wi-Fi next to the next to the core there, and then we'll add our first rear hover engine in. And I'm going to set the other 2 up probably a little bit forward, but I'm just wondering if that's maybe too far forward. We will find out later. Now then, let's put some symmetry mode on. Let's also change the time of day because we're actually losing light. Sliders, there we go. The next biggest thing that I want to add is probably the constructor. I'm going to put that in the same place because I liked how accessible it was on the original Sparky. The other biggest thing I need to add in is this thing. But I'm already going to be running out of space very quickly. What I need to do is add a container controller in, because the first thing you want with a starter HV is somewhere to stash all the stuff that you've accumulated and you can't carry because you've got weights and volumes enabled. So we already need to do a bit of shaping, and let's do it with our container extension blocks, because these things, well, they have quite a lot of armor anyway, and well, I'm only going to be using Sparky to scoot around a bit. I'm not going to be using it to take any POIs down, maybe the occasional drone. Certainly nothing serious. But this is where things get a little bit annoying, because what we need to do is possibly add another container extension there, and then maybe I can use the O2 tanks, because I need something to connect. There we go, look, the detector too. That just takes up so much room right in the middle there. But that's actually pretty good. We managed to fill that space quite nicely. Okay. Well, the problem is we're going to be getting very wide very quickly, so we need to start sort of sloping the armor down and around. But the other thing that's going to take up a lot of room, let's just get rid of the stuff we don't need, is weapons. And what we need with weapons is ammo boxes. So I can't place them there, obviously, because I'm already connected to the container extensions above. So I need to place them further away. The next thing I can think of is right in front of that hover engine there. Now this is also going to help us balance as well. If we've got cargo extensions and stuff for the main cargo hold there, and we've got a couple of ammo boxes towards the front, it's going to make the center of gravity a little bit nicer to us. These have only got 250 capacity. How much is 250 capacity? Let's grab some 15mm here. Well, it's about 3,000 rounds. Well, actually more. It's more like 5,000. Do you know what? That's going to be fine. I thought it was going to be a lot less than that, but we can fit another half of that in there. There you go. That's actually quite a lot of ammo for just one extension. So let's stick with that. Let's just stick with the one extension, because that's going to be more than enough for what we needed. Done. Ammo. Done. Nice. Now we need RCS. So we need to be able to turn, but we've still got lots of space underneath. So let's put a couple there. That's 4 RCS. That should be plenty. In fact, we could put one there as well, but I think that might be interfering. Might be interfering with where the gun will go, but actually it's probably going to be interfering with where the thruster is going to be going. And that's going to be awkward. Thruster can go there on either side. That gives us our reverse. We need side thrust. Now, I could put a side thrust there, and I could put a side thrust there. Now reverse thrust, or rear thrust rather, above the constructor, like that maybe. And that's our 4 directions, 2 in every direction. Hopefully that's enough thrust. We've still got 4 RCS. Can we add more container extensions? That's the wrong one. We're at 876. We can do better than that. Definitely do better than that. We've done better than that before. Already she's like got far too much sloping going on for my liking, or far too much width going on for my liking, I should say. So this is where I want like a little bit more. I wish the container extensions can do it, but I don't think they can. Let's have a look at the plastic blocks. Okay, what I want is a transition from a 45-degree angle to a 33-degree angle. I don't think we can get that. Maybe, there we go. That's the one. And I would like that there actually, but I think that's going to cut into our capacity too much. Already we're at 934 again, because we've lost from there. We need to get this cargo capacity up without sacrificing. Maybe I should take those oxygen tanks out and put them down in the corner. What do you think? Let's do that. Whoops, what was that? Take the oxygen tanks out. Put the thruster next to it. And put the oxygen tanks at the bottom. Now, can we create a system to connect more extension blocks? And what are we back up to now? 1219. We don't want to go too much. We don't want to go too much because if we go too much, then we risk overloading Sparky, you know? Let's put the guns on. The guns introduce another awkward angle. They really do, don't they? These side thrusters are a pain. They really are. Well, I guess actually we can move it back, one of them back. Wow, yeah. That's a big pain, that is. Well, maybe what we can do now then. This is the challenge. This is why I do like small builds quite a lot, because there is this challenge. I can't really do that because they're exposed there. Because I was thinking maybe if I could put the fuel tanks there, I can put an O2 station and an armor locker under there. Change these blocks to be slightly smaller so that you can actually access them from the back. But actually, if I put an O2 tank there, it's too exposed, which is a shame. Or maybe it can work. This will be the most well-equipped Sparky in history. I don't want one on each side. O2 station on one, armor on other. Now with these ones, can we change them to something like that? They're still technically connected to that other block, so they still contribute to the total volume capacity. I wish there was a slightly nicer block for it though. It's just obviously with the container extensions you're extremely limited. That works. That works quite nicely, in my opinion. Haha. 1316. I think that's where we're going to have to leave that there. Let's put a steel armor block behind this gun. Alright, this version of Sparky is definitely going to be a bit chunkier, I'm afraid, guys. There's not much I think I can do to prevent that. But we can add some nice texturing along the way. The question is now, do I taper off from the gun point or do I let that overhang like that? There's a certain charm to allowing it to overhang like that, I think, but also, I don't know. It looks like it could be better. So maybe, here we go. Let's put this block there, add a steel block there and there. And we're going to have a little bit of something. I don't know what to call it. A little bit of something. A little bit of something there. Actually, we're going to start using plastic now. Well, I got to just use one more on the front there. Before we're going to use a mass block in order to weigh the front down. And we should be able to actually use, if I can find it. This is the new challenge. Can you find the block? Here we go. There it is. Right. So you got this nice little like half slope block. Look at that. That joins that up nicely. And then you could even extend that on the front again to give a little bit of a slope, a little bit of it, but it doesn't transition quite. Oh no, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just the line there. And then we need a wall block, standard wall. And it's a stub nose Sparky. All good, all good. Alright, doing well. Now, we're going to transition to plastic now. This is much lighter. And also, I want to start sloping these blocks up. Now, here's a question. Can we do that while maintaining the original block shape? Look at this. Look at that. Right, let's do that in steel. Right, here we go. Now, I've just got to figure it out. Yeah, there we go. That doesn't quite have the effect that I want. So, maybe I got the wrong one? Yeah, I want this sort of... I want that inverted, really. Is that what I had originally? I want that, but I want the back corner to be going down as well. I'm not sure if it does that. If there is such a block, I'm not seeing it. Maybe. Just maybe. That might work. Give it a sort of boat look. Hey, it's a boat. Well, we were going to transition to plastic there, weren't we? So maybe we should stick with that plan. Now I've used this one here because it has a sort of a flat edge, and I'm hoping that with the texture tool I can add in the nice lighting texture there. As you can see, it does give a slightly different angle to the corner as well. I want to see if I can transition that corner into something just for fun. Like that transitions it into, I think, that one there. Yeah, and then we've got this nice little shelf here. But actually, I don't know. I want to maybe transition it into a half block. Can we do that just for fun? We've got these ones that transition into half blocks, but I don't think they're the right angle. They don't have enough angle is what I mean, maybe. Let's just try it a second. I want to see what this looks like. Yeah, the problem is the lip comes up too much. I suppose what I need is a fully fledged kind of corner block, but something like that. That might be able to transition, but then I lose that original kind of triangle with the lip shape that I was after. This is difficult. It's difficult to get these shapes how you want them now. Maybe we just do a hard transition in that case. They're just, yeah, I mean, for what I want to do, I'm not sure I could do it. I'm not sure I can do what I want it to do. Which is quite funny, really, because they've added all these blocks in, and they don't have enough blocks. I don't want to be the guy to tell the guy at Elion that they don't have enough blocks yet. Nobody wants to be that guy. But yeah, I think what I'm maybe trying to do here is not quite possible, and I need to possibly just take it back a step and just go with these guys. I want the sort of half block kind of look there. I do want a transition between the half and maybe a full block. I'm not sure if that even exists either. See with this, the container extension here, there's actually a block, this kind of corner one here, that would work perfectly here, right? If I could have that in container extension, that would be great. It really would. I might be able to actually just take that out and put a steel version of this in and recover the lost space somewhere else. It's not that one, it's that one. There we go. The reason I want this, because this lip here will allow me to add this one here just over that thruster there, just to give that a nice little lip, but also introduce one to the gun here as well, before then using a wall block. Is there another one? Yep. Just to finish that off. I don't think there is yet a extremely thin bit of wall that will fill that gap there. You've obviously still got the batten, doesn't work. These ones don't work. Maybe I could add a little bit of flair in there and give it a little wing, maybe. It doesn't quite match up. What would that be? That would be that one, wouldn't it? Yeah. Maybe not. But that would be nice. Yeah, something to fill that little gap there so that we can use these wall blocks a little bit more. But yeah, this case is perfect for the very thin half block. Once again, I think this is going to be a popular one. Just in there. Nice. Now I'm going to leave these thrusters exposed because there is the strong rumour at the moment that thrusters will soon be block damaging. I'm going to add those blocks there, which should bring me back up to, wow, 1400, because they're actually full-size blocks. We're going to add this one in here. Now this is going to be interesting. Me as Sparky put on a lot of weight recently. I remember being this big, but she wasn't. She was actually quite petite before, you know. Now she's like this little chunky monster. It's like goes back a whole another 2 blocks back. Look at that, from the gun back there. The gun ends there. 3 blocks. Where is it gone? Here we go. The gun ends there. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Whole extra block depth. God damn. This was only supposed to be a skinny bee. Well, there you have it, boys. Might be able to still salvage some skinniness. Now, I'm just curious right now, is there actually a block to do this transition? Yeah, there is. Sweet. But it's like, it's too big. I don't want to transition that big. I want to transition to a smaller kind of shape, really. I mean, there's this one, or rather that one. It does transition to a smaller shape, but actually, you know, I could just get rid of that whole lot. So I'll give a bit of life on the roof as well. Just want to liven that bit up a bit, really. And I can give it a little bit of life, just like that. Nice and simple. You got these crazy corner blocks here, which are amazing. Yeah, I might just leave that as is. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. The next test really is to see if she works and how she handles. So, let's fill her up, power her on. No device missing warnings. Bring her to max hover height. Hit and press the O key and then release. And she dips forward. She dips forward slightly. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing. Actually, that's quite a good thing. Because when you actually put stuff in the back, that will balance out. She's still going though. How much is that? Considering there are no hover engines up here, they're all back here. Let's see now. Well, she turns amazingly sprightly. Let's go for a little dive. Oh yeah. We're upside down, but it's all good. Yep. Yeah, she's pretty maneuverable. And you could use her as a submarine, at least temporarily. She likes to be buoyant. She floats on the surface, everybody. Nice. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, you could tilt. Yeah, you've got full, speedy range. Obviously, performance will differ. Like, as soon as you load her up with anything, she's probably gonna be slower, turn slower, dip backwards, maybe even slightly. Hopefully, this rear set hover engine will prevent it dipping back too much. But there we go. That's pretty impressive, I think, that we got a detector in there and a constructor, O2, armor locker. I mean, we've paid for it with a little bit of the shape. She is one whole block longer than her predecessor, but still unlock level 5. Let me just verify that a second, because I'm not sure on the unlock level of some things. Unlock level 5. It is a little bit more expensive. You're looking at 156 copper ingots. And to be honest, now that you've got the new Alpha 10 drill modes, hand drills, I don't think that getting that early resource is going to be very difficult at all. In fact, you're probably going to see starter vehicles really only be limited by their level. And you're going to have to go out and start killing stuff in order to level up a lot more quicker, because you're going to have the resources a lot more quicker. Anyway, let's get some texturing done, shall we? So there we have it, guys. The whole new Spanj Spark that I'll be bringing along. I'll put a link down below in the video description to the workshop page. You can pick her up for yourself and give her a try. I haven't tested it, honestly. I have no idea if this works or not. But, you know, she flies around pretty well, so I don't see why not. And, you know, this is the 4th Spark to come along. Well, and definitely the biggest. Yeah. Yeah, she's put on weight. She's put on weight. But, you know, hey, you know, it's got a lot more features than the old one. Right? This thing it's got no detector, no O2 station, and no armor locker in there. Also, I think the, if I can remember, 2004. All right, yeah, she does have a little bit more cargo capacity. Fine. The whole vessel is only 1,281. But hey, at least you know she's not going to fall backwards too bad. And if you need that extra cargo space, there's always, you know, an armor locker, a fridge. Try to justify it, but it's really not working, is it? Okay, fine. She has less cargo capacity, but she's better anyway, because reasons, alright? And new and shiny. And look at all the shiny, alright? There's dull and not shiny. Shiny! Get on it! The new Spark! I'll name her later. Spark something something something. In the workshop down below. Have a look. Get up. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching! And hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.